Hey folks, got a set of CSS battles from the past here. We got the 7th, 8th, and 9th of 2024. Let's go ahead and go for it. Cool. I'm going to start with the blank template and talk about our options here. So this, I definitely want to use skew here. So one of the things you can do is use skew, which is a transform skew of some value, and you take two numbers. So you can take a first value and then a second value, right? And it's easily, it gets out of control quick. But for this, if you're just skewing at one angle, you can do that. So that's negative 30, and then that's positive 30. And it seems like the sides stay right up and down. And so I think that's going to help us solve this problem. So I'm gonna not do that to start with. And I'm gonna put this into place. Let's see if I can use margins. Because if this works, it's going to be pretty great. I definitely did this with linear gradients before. 60, and then the height, I guess, I don't know what the height is going to be or what I need to do to the height. 1, 2. Okay. So that's that. So let's go ahead and do the stripes. If it's not moving on the, if the sides stay rigid, then the stripe should stay rigid as well. So that means a linear gradient from left to right, which is to say starts at 90 degrees, a color, and if the colors are even, then I can do 50% 0, and then put them in the I put them in the corner and then give them a width, 10 pixels. So there, that's stripes. We have stripes. And then it's about deciding what the width of the stripes are. $39. Oh, they're 40 pixels wide. And then a skew, transform skew 0 gets what I want. And I guess we can do the abbreviated form of skew y, which is slightly shorter, and get the same thing. So 20 is too much. 15 is close. How about 16? 16 might be right. So then if I adjust the margins, then I can put that into place. Okay, so the angle's a little bit wrong and the height's a little bit wrong. So let's make it a little taller. 1, 2. Let's check that angle. So 16 degrees. How about more? 16.1, 0.2, 0.3, 4, 5, 0.6, and then another pixel down. Pretty cool. So that's a single linear gradient and a skew on an element, and that's very terse. What I was doing before was basically the same linear gradient all the way across, and then linear gradients covering it. A single linear gradient at an angle, probably that same 60-degree angle, to cover it up. So that's a good solution. Let's see if it gets us 100% match. That's what I want to know. And we do, and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past. Can we use a different unit here? 40Q. What if I do 40Q? Okay, and then 42, 3, 4, 5. No. How about 30? So I'm trying to get the right number of. So 40. Let's try 40Q. Is that the right thing? 38. No, that's not right there. The right thing. It should be, so it's got to be much wider. I'm looking for that. So 40, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 41Q. It's the right number of stripes, but the width is just wrong, right? How about 39Q? 38, 37, 36. That is way wrong. All right, so let's not bother with that. How about percent? 10%. Actually, so wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4.5 times is what it goes. And I'm not going to bother with that. Sorry for that distraction. Let's just minify and replace and resubmit, and we're done. And that works because we've got the height is 100% on that background, and the position is just starts at the left edge, which for 0 that works. We could specify the additional 100% width height and set another position here, but it doesn't matter, so it's purely optional. Okay, I think I'm fully submitted on all the changes that I made here. So that's pretty great. 16.6 degrees is not bad. I'm unaware of other ways to specify degree angles. I suppose I could do it with calculations of some sort if I knew some trig functions but I would need to know numbers to begin with. All right, okay, and this is a fun one. Definitely did this with multiple backgrounds. Today I want to do an element at a time, and what I want to try is to use scale to scale the middle one. So let's make one of these, and it's a radial gradient of I guess it's going to be transparent in the middle, and then white, and there it is. And then if I set an aspect ratio 1, and then I want to set the background on the body, and so to get this effect of the multiple bump, so I'm going to have 5 elements, and I'm going to use scale to do the last one, either that or the first one. But I want to use display flex to create the arrangement. Display flex. All right, so I need margins 4, 5, 6. How about 58, 59? Okay, so top margin 59, and then this margin is what, 100, 110, 20, 25, and then this size of these is too big, 40. Call it 50. Okay, so that's the start, and let's do a color stop here. Is that the size? It is. Okay, so when I add another one, it goes right next to it, part of the display flex line. I guess I could use margins or something, but really gap is what I want. Gap is, and I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need flex wrap, and I need a gap of, it's gonna be that same 50 pixels. That works. All right, and let's add another one and another one. Too low, so those are too low. So what do I need to do to make that behave? Do I need to change numbers here? Not that one, so how about this one? That worked, kind of. How about 5 pixels? 10 pixels, 15 pixels, 16, 17, 18 pixels. All right. That's because of the default margins on the paragraph tag is the reason that we have that issue. Okay, so we've got the first 4, and now I need another one. And this one is different, and we need to be able to address it separately. And as we've talked about, you could usually use class for something like this, right? Other, class other. So let's do that. Since I've already written the code, I want to do scale. I'm going to double it in size. There, that's bigger. That's cool. This is a lot of code for code golf. So we just use an attribute B, and then we use an attribute selector here, B. And that's the same scaled thing. So how do we move it up? We got two choices, multiple choices really. We can do a translate of minus 10 pixels, 10 pixels. So though you see those moving around, 100 pixels. How about? Okay, and then minus 110, 40, 50. That seems to have done it. But we do have a problem. We're covering up the little centers. We could use a clip path to clip those. We could use a more elaborate background. But I think if we do a border radius, I hope that will work. So we're going to see if we can increase the border radius number. 3, 4, 5. Oh, so there's a problem. Putting it on the wrong selector. So now they're all being affected by that. And I don't want to use the cascade that way. So we just want to put it on this one. Don't get your semicolons. 9, 10, Q, 11, 12, 13, 13Q. Which is probably, you know, it's some number. 10 pixels, maybe 20 pixels, 15 pixels, something like that. That's 100% match. We'll take that. Yeah, that's a fun solution to that one. Definitely did this before with repeating radial, like a radial gradient with a size, and then repeats, and then an additional background linear gradients. Lots of ways to do this one. Today I quite like that solution. It's a nice. Oh, and then you can see. That's what that border radius looks like. Yeah, cool. Other optimizations to be made here? I don't think so. For my purposes, again, the point of these videos is not to do the absolute smallest and do better than any other CSS battler. There are many better CSS battlers than me. It's really just to play with CSS and have an excuse to experiment with the techniques that are available to us. So in this case, we're using scale and translate, which also could be transform properties or functions within transform, but they are now first class CSS attributes, which are pretty special. All right. Another one that I would have done with purely background gradients, and now I definitely want to use skew for this. So let's do the blank template and create 2 elements, because I know we're going to need that. And we're going to do a transform of a skew skew y of a degree, 30 degrees, and I guess let's do a calc. We'll do it as a calc of so the angle dash a is an angle. Let's call it 30 degrees to start, and it's going to be a skew of bar dash a times bar dash f for factor of 1. I have that wrong. I have that wrong slightly. What do I have? Skew y. Well, I'm going to do what I want here. Dash f will be for this one -1, so a negative angle. But this is not currently working. Oh, because I need a calc around it. Calc. That's the step I skipped. There we go. So if I add a second one, that will be angled differently. So I need to press these together, and to do that, they need a height and a width. Width 40, and then I need to do a, let's put the proper background on the body, and then display flex. All right, so I have the angles wrong, so it should be -1 and 1. So that's the idea. And then let's use other tricks with flex. Align items center, and then justify content center. And then let's play with the numbers, right? We'll play with the numbers. Right now so I'm gonna unset these margins entirely, and we'll use these angles of 4, 50, and then make this wider. 50, 60, 70, 75. Great. That is close. 51, 52, 53. That's great. Love that. Okay, so I think that I think that angle's correct, and I think the look and feel is correct. So let's go ahead and make the skew 53. Var of angle or 53 degrees. Take away the extra parens, and then make this -53 degrees. I did A, so that's whoops. So it's actually it's -53 and then 53. I have something wrong there. What am I doing wrong there? -53 A. So A is. What did I do wrong? I got something wrong there. Oh, interesting. Okay, because I had it previously set. All right. So let's submit that and see if it's 100%. I don't see any problem with it, but it could be slightly off. We just want to double check. All right, we got 100%. Yeah, I have not used skew before in this way. So okay, so let's. Now that we've got that, so I'm going to take away that, and then by adjusting the margins, I should be able to just put it into place. 100, 100. So the top margin is 2, not enough, too much. 85, and then 10, 20, 5, 86, 84, 84, 125, and that does it. So we don't need the align items, so centering. So yeah, that's pretty great. Oh, that little red means that the CSS Battle servers had a little problem. Let's hope that's not going to prevent us from submitting again. We'll cross our fingers for the servers of CSS Battle. Okay, there we go. That's good. I like that solution too. Very satisfying to be able to use skew in this way. Has me thinking about maybe making something isometric interesting. That's a nice score too. All right, so any other things that we can remove? I don't think so. Oh, and I guess we don't need the var. Yeah, we do need the var because that's how we set it. We could do. Yeah, so that's exactly what we need. We can't remove that. I was thinking that the calc was still in there. It's not. Awesome. Thanks for watching. This was a very enjoyable set of using skew, not using skew here, but using skew twice after, I think I've only used it once or twice before in all the other videos that I've done, which is several, like 300, something like that, individual challenges. Not 300 videos. I think I try to do them like 3 at a time. and then I do the daily ones as they come, just one at a time, because that's fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Make something cool with CSS and HTML. These are awesome things, and they're in your browser. If you're looking at this on a device, probably you've got a browser that you can do something with. And you can go to places like CodePen and play with HTML and CSS. It's awesome. Have a great day. Bye.